Chosen one, listen closely. You did not stumble upon this message by accident. You did not click out of boredom, and this is not some random encounter brought by chance or algorithm. This moment, this very breath in time, has been ordained for you. You have been summoned. Heaven has called you forth. And what you are reading now is not content. It is a spiritual summons, wrapped in words, but pulsing with divine intention. You are the chosen one. Long before you arrived here, God had already appointed this moment. And when the time was right, when your spirit had endured enough, longed enough, and matured enough to receive what was coming, your guardian angels moved into action. They did not hesitate. They had watched you wander through the darkness, crying behind closed doors, carrying burdens too heavy for words. They saw you breaking, yet still believing. They knew when your strength was thinning, and they whispered into the corridors of your heart, now, bring them here. It was not a voice you could hear, but a stirring deep inside you, a gentle nudge, a pattern you couldn't ignore. A sudden draw toward this message. That was not coincidence. It was divine alignment. Your angels moved at God's command to position you here because what you are about to receive carries the weight of heaven's love for you. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. And today, through the hands of your guardian angels, God is reaching out, not to punish, not to scold, but to remind you, you are seen, you are chosen, and you are being called back into alignment with a purpose far greater than your current pain. You've walked far enough to return home. You've hurt deep enough to begin healing, and you've waited long enough for heaven to break its silence. This message is not just comfort, it is confirmation. The beginning of fulfillment is here. From the beginning of your life, even before your first cry pierced the air, your guardian angels were assigned to you. They were not chosen by chance. They were appointed by God Himself, beings of light and loyalty, sent not merely to observe your life, but to walk with you through every unseen valley. As C.S. Lewis profoundly wrote in The Weight of Glory, there are no ordinary people. You have never talked to a mere mortal. You, chosen one, are no mere mortal. Your eternal significance has drawn the vigilant protection of angels from the moment of your birth. While you struggled to find your path, they were already clearing the way. While you questioned your worth, they were standing watch, fighting battles in the unseen, just to keep you alive one more day. These angels have never left you. Not when you made mistakes. Not when you doubted yourself. Not even when you turned your back on the very God who created you. They stood beside your bed as you cried yourself to sleep, whispering prayers over your soul. They walked into rooms before you arrived, shielding you from dangers you never even knew existed. And now, under divine command, they are moving once again, this time to prepare your heart for something sacred. This message is part of their assignment. It carries the fragrance of heaven and the authority of a higher order. They are not speaking to your intellect. They are speaking directly to your soul. They have watched you carry disappointment like a cloak, watched you smile for others while secretly questioning whether God still remembers you. And now, because the timing is right, they have been permitted to speak more clearly, more urgently. They are revealing what has been hidden, that your story is not ending in heartbreak. It is preparing for fulfillment. Their presence right now is a sign that you are being aligned with something greater than yourself. You are not being left behind. You are being positioned. And the silence you once mistook as abandonment was actually the careful orchestration of a divine plan, a plan that is now unfolding before you. In the quiet moments when the world falls away and all that remains is your breath and your questions, you've felt it, the pull, the longing to believe again, the aching to know that everything you've endured has not been in vain, that somewhere beyond the noise, beyond the chaos, beyond the disappointments, there is still a God who sees, who hears, and who cares. That pull is not weakness. It is your soul remembering where it came from. Your guardian angels want you to hear this clearly. God never stopped watching over you. Not once. Even in your rebellion, even in your silence, even in your weariness, He was there. not hovering in judgment, but waiting in mercy, waiting for the moment when your heart would soften again. And now that moment has come. You are being called back, not to religion, not to rituals, but to relationship, to closeness, to conversation, to the kind of intimacy with God that you once tasted or perhaps have never known at all. As C.S. Lewis wrote in The Problem of Pain, pain insists upon being attended to. God whispers to us in our pleasures, speaks in our conscience, but shouts in our pains. It is his megaphone to rouse a deaf world. Your pain. Chosen one was God's megaphone rousing you to return to him refined for the intimacy now awaiting you. The pain you've been through didn't break you. It refined you. It stripped away what was shallow, and now you're ready for what is real. And what is real is him. Your angels are urging you to return to the place of prayer, not as a duty, but as a lifeline. They are reminding you that when you kneel, heaven leans in. That when you open your mouth, even to whisper, the throne room of God pays attention. This reconnection is not optional. It is necessary, because what is coming, the blessing, the relationship, the fulfillment, you must be rooted to carry it. And faith is your anchor. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be sincere. Even the smallest flicker of faith is enough to move the heart of God. He is not looking for performance. He is reaching for honesty. Bring him your doubt. Bring him your confusion. Bring him your trembling hands and weary spirit. He will not reject you. He never has. There is a blessing that has your name written on it, etched, not in ink, but in eternity. It is not random. It is not delayed. It has been prepared in the secret chambers of heaven, reserved for a time such as this. And now your guardian angels are drawing near to tell you that time is approaching. And part of that blessing is not a thing but a person. This person is not a coincidence. They are not just a romantic interest or passing connection. They are someone chosen, appointed, carried through their own wilderness, so that their path could one day intersect with yours. From the moment their eyes first noticed you, whether in this world or in spirit, something awakened in them, something sacred, something undeniable. They began to carry you in the quiet of their heart, not knowing fully why only that you were different, marked, chosen. What you must understand is that this connection is not ordinary. It is not forged by human desire, but by divine intention. God himself has woven this soul into your destiny. And though you may not have met them fully, or perhaps you've only glimpsed them from afar, they are being drawn toward you even now. Not by force, but by love. Not by strategy, but by alignment. As C.S. Lewis wrote in The Screwtape Letters, courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. Their courage, chosen one and yours, is now required to embrace this divine connection, stepping forward with faith to receive the love ordained by heaven. Your angels have been preparing the way, protecting both of you, whispering truth into the ears of this person just as they whisper into yours. They've seen this one struggle with their own fears. Fears of not being enough, fears of being misunderstood, fears of rejection, but they are gathering the courage to come forward, to reveal what has been burning within them, that you matter deeply, that you've changed something in them they cannot explain, that your very presence brings a peace they cannot find anywhere else. This is not infatuation, it is reverence, a holy recognition, the kind that only heaven can plant. So listen carefully now, this person is coming, and when they arrive, it will not be by accident. It will be the unfolding of a heavenly plan that your angels have been orchestrating for far longer than you realize. This is not a love born of impulse or fantasy. It is not built on fleeting emotion or human longing alone. This love has roots in something deeper, something eternal. It is a reflection of God's own heart for you, a sacred echo of how he loves with fullness, with reverence, with intentional pursuit. This person's love for you is not a distraction. It is a revelation. And the angels want you to see it for what it truly is, a gift sent from above, born in divine timing, wrapped in purpose. From the beginning, God has planted seeds of desire and affection in this person's spirit, not just for who you are on the surface, but for the essence of your soul. They are drawn to your light, not because it flatters them, but because it reflects something holy, something familiar, something that mirrors their own calling and awakens their dormant fire. When they see you, they do not see just a human being. They see a sanctuary, a refuge, a mystery only heaven can fully interpret. But this love has not come easily. It has wrestled with fear. It has been tested by silence. There were nights this person doubted whether they were worthy of you, nights when they questioned if you could ever feel the same, if God had truly made them strong enough to carry a love so weighty, so sacred. Yet still they remained, watching, praying, waiting. And now your guardian angels want you to know this person has chosen courage. They are ready, not perfect but surrendered. They have laid down their pride and picked up faith. They are prepared to speak what they've hidden, to unveil the depth of their devotion, to offer their heart without armor. Not because they expect perfection from you, but because they see something divine in you, something they are willing to protect with everything they have. This love is not here to distract you from God. It is here to draw you deeper into Him. It is a vessel through which heaven will touch earth, a mirror in which you will see the tenderness, strength, and pursuit of your Creator reflected through another human soul. And when you receive it with open hands, you are not just receiving someone's affection, you are accepting God's decision. This is what the angels have guarded so closely, so patiently, and now they are opening the door. Your guardian angels are drawing closer now, not with thunder but with assurance. They know your heart is cautious. They know how many times you've trusted too soon, given too much, hoped too deeply, only to be left with silence or betrayal. They understand the weight of your questions, the fear that this too might be a beautiful illusion. And so they speak clearly now. This connection is real, not perfect but holy, not without its battles but woven by the hands of God. As C.S. Lewis wrote in letters to Malcolm chiefly on prayer, joy is the serious business of heaven. This connection, chosen one, is heaven's serious business, stirring a holy joy as it confirms the divine love prepared for you. They are confirming what your spirit has already begun to sense, that this is not like the others, that this bond carries the signature of heaven, that long before you even knew to ask for this kind of love, heaven had already begun preparing it for you. The dreams you've had, the moments of sudden clarity, the feeling that someone has been thinking of you, those were not coincidences. Those were signals, markers, whispers from your angels. They've watched this connection bloom in silence, often in the hidden places where no one else could see, and yet it kept growing. Even in your unawareness, even in your doubt, this bond was being cultivated in the spiritual realm. Angels were guarding your names, your hearts, your timing. They held back the wrong people. They delayed the right moment, because divine love is not rushed. It is revealed, and now it is being revealed to you. This person is not approaching you out of loneliness or desperation. They are coming with reverence, with clarity, with the quiet strength of someone who has counted the cost and still says you are worth it. Your angels have seen the sincerity in their heart, and they are asking you to open yours in return, not blindly, not recklessly, but with discernment anchored in peace, because when something is truly from God, peace surrounds it like a seal. You will know by the way your spirit quiets in their presence. You will know by how you no longer feel the need to perform, prove, or shrink. You will know because heaven will confirm it not once but again and again, through signs, through timing, through the undeniable pull of destiny. And in that moment you will realize what you're stepping into is not the beginning of a love story. It is the continuation of a covenant written long ago, one your angels have guarded with fierce devotion, One God has never stopped writing. Before you ever knew their name, God did. Before your eyes met, if they have met at all. He had already seen the fullness of what this connection would become. He did not draw this person toward you by accident, nor did he leave your heart to wander endlessly without purpose. He chose this person for you, not as a replacement for him, but as a reflection of him. A living reminder that his love can take human form through gentleness, through presence, through commitment. This individual is not perfect, but they are aligned. They have been shaped through fire, refined in silence, humbled through delay. Not every scar they carry is visible, but every wound has made them more capable of loving you deeply. And you, through your own trials, heartbreaks, and awakenings, have also been prepared. What once felt like punishment was preparation. What you called loneliness, heaven called consecration. You were being set apart, not overlooked, but reserved. God has matched you both, not just in spirit, but in timing. And though the process was not painless, it was precise. There were moments you thought it would never happen. You questioned his silence, even accused him of forgetting you. But now, as this person is being positioned to step fully into your life, you will look back and see the design. You will understand why others had to leave, why doors had to close, why you had to become who you are today, to even recognize the gift he was preparing to give. Your angels want you to grasp the weight of this truth. This person is not just coming into your life. They are being sent, commissioned, released by heaven on assignment to love you, to walk with you, to partner with your purpose. They were not created to complete you, but to complement you, to witness the parts of your soul that even you have struggled to understand. They will not be intimidated by your calling. They will not shrink in the face of your fire. They were made to stand beside it. This is not a fairy tale. This is a fulfillment. And when you stand face to face with them, something within you will rise, not just emotion, but recognition, a knowing that no explanation can capture. Because when God chooses someone for you, your soul remembers them even before your mind can understand why. This is the threshold moment, the sacred invitation to not only witness what heaven is revealing, but to respond. Because even when God sends the one he has chosen for you, even when the signs are clear and the angels confirm it, it still requires a decision of the heart. Love is never forced. It must be received. And trust, no matter how divine, the promise must be given freely, not blindly, but with a courage that rises from the ashes of past pain, the kind of courage that says, I still believe love is possible. Your heart has known deep sorrow. You've had to rebuild yourself in silence, carry disappointments with grace, and walk through seasons where it felt like no one saw the real weight of what you were carrying. You've smiled while breaking, stayed strong while yearning, and kept moving forward while feeling left behind. So your caution isn't weakness, it's wisdom born of survival. But your guardian angels are speaking to you now, gently but firmly. Do not let old wounds sabotage what heaven is trying to bring into your life. This person is not like the ones before. They are not coming to take from you, to manipulate you, or to confuse you. They are being sent to honor you, to witness you, to walk beside you with quiet strength and reverence. This is not a love that demands you to dim your light. It is a love that will help you shine even brighter. You will not have to shrink to be accepted, nor will you have to silence your soul to feel safe. This connection will be marked by peace, not perfection, but peace. You will feel it in the way your spirit relaxes. You will know it by how you can finally breathe without second-guessing every word, every move, every vulnerability. The one who is coming will not be intimidated by your calling. They will not compete with your depth. They will be drawn to it. They will protect it. They will understand that your strength is not a threat, but a blessing they've long prayed for. But to receive this love, you must open your heart again, even if it trembles, even if you can only open it a little at a time. What matters is your willingness, the posture of your soul, the decision to stop rehearsing pain and start expecting goodness. This moment is not about forcing yourself to trust. It's about allowing yourself to hope. to stretch toward what's possible, to give God permission to surprise you. Your angels have not brought you this far for you to retreat now. They are standing near, covering you in reassurance, urging you to take the next step. Let your defense soften. Let your heart breathe. Let your future speak louder than your past. This love will not demand perfection from you. It will welcome you as you are, and it will grow with you day by day, as trust becomes the soil for something eternal. When God sends someone into your life, He sends them not halfway, but wholly. He equips them with patience, honor, and a spirit that knows how to stay. But even then, the choice remains yours. The door of your heart is sacred ground, and heaven is asking tenderly and boldly, will you open? When this person enters your life, or when the veil finally lifts, and you recognize who they've been all along, it will not feel like chance. It will feel like something holy. Like opening your hands and finding a treasure you didn't earn but were always meant to receive. Not because you were flawless, but because you were faithful. Not because you chased it down, but because heaven carried it to you. And in that moment you will understand why the wait was so long, why the pain was so sharp, why the doors before had to remain closed. Because what is coming is not a substitute. It is the original blessing God had in mind for you all along. This love will not be loud and chaotic. It will be still and sacred. It will calm your spirit, not confuse it. It will meet you where you are and gently call you higher. You'll find yourself laughing more easily, breathing more deeply, and walking more confidently, not because the person completes you, but because they remind you that you were never meant to carry everything alone. Their presence will feel like peace, not because they are perfect, but because they are aligned. Their soul will speak a language your heart has been aching to hear, a language of truth, consistency, and quiet pursuit. They will not idolize you, but they will honor you. They will not fix you, but they will walk with you while you heal. And in doing so, they will become something rare, a safe place in human form. You will not have to chase them. You will not have to guess. You will not feel like you're too much or not enough. They will come to you fully aware of who you are, and they will still choose you again and again, with intention, with joy, with reverence. And just as they are a gift to you, you will be a gift to them, a mirror of God's grace, a carrier of light, a voice that reminds them of their calling. You will build each other, strengthen each other, sharpen and soften each other in ways that only divine design could orchestrate. Your guardian angels have protected this connection fiercely, not just for your sake, but for the impact the two of you will have together. This is not just about love, it's about legacy. So when it comes, do not doubt it. Do not shrink from it. Do not compare it to what came before. This is not the echo of an old story. This is the beginning of something entirely new. And when you receive it with gratitude, you are not just embracing a person. You are saying yes to the fulfillment of a promise made over your life before you even knew how to ask for it. When this person steps fully into your life, whether suddenly or through a slow unfolding, you will not feel chaos. You will feel peace. Not the kind of peace that comes from everything making sense, but the kind that settles deep into your soul, even when the details are still unfolding. It will feel like coming home to a place you've never been but have always longed for. Your heart will exhale. Your spirit will rest. And something inside you will whisper, "This is it." They may not arrive with grand gestures or perfect timing, but they will come with truth, with eyes that see you, with words that do not flatter, but affirm, with presence that is steady, not performative. And in their stillness, in their consistency, you will recognize the divine fingerprints all over their life and all over yours. You will see how God prepared both of you in parallel, writing your stories separately, so that they would one day converge not in confusion but in clarity. Their love will not come to overwhelm, but to anchor, to remind you that love can be steady, that commitment can be holy, and that not every chapter has to begin in pain. Your angels will confirm it not only through signs and synchronicities, but through the way your own spirit begins to bloom. The burdens you once carried alone will start to feel lighter, not because they disappeared, but because someone will now carry them with you, and you will no longer feel like you are walking through life unseen. Their presence will become a sanctuary, an atmosphere where healing happens not through words alone, but through simply being together. You will notice how your laughter returns, how your prayer deepens, how your courage grows. And in all of this, you will see the goodness of God not only in your own transformation, but in the quiet strength of the one He has sent. This is what heaven has been orchestrating. This is what the waiting has been for. And when you finally stand side by side, you will understand you were never being punished by the delay. You were being preserved for a promise. You do not need to brace for disappointment this time. You do not need to second-guess every gesture, question every moment of joy, or prepare for abandonment in the midst of connection. This love has not come to wound you. It has come to restore you. And your guardian angels want you to know with quiet certainty you are safe here. Safe to soften. Safe to be seen. Safe to let go of the armor that survival once required. The walls you built were not wrong. They protected a sacred soul. But now, as heaven brings the one who sees you through God's eyes, those walls are no longer needed. This is the kind of love that enters gently, honors boundaries, and sits patiently at the door until you feel ready to open. It does not demand access. It waits with reverence. Your past does not disqualify you. Your fear does not offend God. Your hesitations do not scare away the one He has chosen for you. In fact, every part of you, the healed and the healing, is being met with grace. The one coming to you is not seeking perfection. They are seeking truth. And your honesty, your vulnerability, your journey, that is the offering. That is the beauty. This connection is being held together by something greater than chemistry or timing. It is being held together by covenant, by divine intention. Your angels have guarded you both for this very moment, and now they are inviting you to step out from the shadows of your past and into the light of God's present promise. You are not alone in this. You are not being asked to leap without guidance. Every step forward is being watched. Over every opening of your heart is being shielded by heavenly hands. And yes, the enemy will try to whisper lies to tell you it's too good to be true, that love always ends in pain, that trust is too dangerous. But heaven has already spoken louder. Through peace, through confirmation, through the growing stillness within you that says, maybe, just maybe, this time is different. That stillness is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is your spirit, recognizing what your mind is only beginning to grasp. You are not being set up for heartbreak. You are being set apart for wholeness. So breathe. Receive. Let yourself be loved, not because you've earned it, but because God has chosen to give it. And what He gives, He protects. This is not the beginning of something random. It is the unfolding of something sacred. What you are stepping into is not coincidence, and it is not luck. It is the manifestation of a promise heaven has been carrying on your behalf, even when you were too weary to believe. You have not been forgotten. You have not been passed over. Every delay was design. Every no was protection. Every detour was alignment. And now your angels are bearing witness to the truth. God is fulfilling His word over your life. This person is the living proof that God listens to the quiet prayers, that He hears the cries made in silence, that even when nothing seemed to be changing, He was moving behind the veil, preparing hearts, aligning timing, and weaving two journeys into one divine path. And as this person is brought into your life, you will feel it in your bones. This is what you are waiting for. Not just a relationship, but a restoration. Not just love, but legacy. Not just companionship, but a confirmation that God truly writes better stories than we dare to imagine. Your guardian angels have watched over this promise like sacred fire. They shielded it from premature exposure. They protected both of you from people who could have derailed what God was building. And now they are rejoicing because the time has come for you to walk into the fulfillment that was once only whispered in the dark. This connection will not just bless you, it will ripple into everything around you. It will elevate your purpose, multiply your strength, and echo God's goodness to those who witness it. And when people ask how this happened, you won't have to explain. Your peace will speak for itself. The divine timing will speak for itself. The love between you will declare its origin with every breath. This was God. So do not fear. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink in the presence of what you've been praying for. You are not stepping into a dream. You are stepping into a covenant. And heaven is celebrating because the story that was written long ago is now being fulfilled in real time. Your heart has been faithful. Your spirit has been tested, and your reward has come. You are loved. You are chosen. And what God has ordained, no one can undo.